Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of NAS Release Spotlight. Sorry for the long wait. There have been some things happening here that delayed this episode, and we have a special episode this time because we have lots of people that didn't make it into a video call with us or just didn't bother to do one. So we have some text episodes here. So enjoy reading and enjoy the music. So, hello and welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks very much. It's nice and sunny here in Dublin today, so I can't complain.
So, Loves of Your Lives is the fifth single released by Séa Byrne. Is it?
Yes, that's Shay is short for Seamus. It's an Irish name. Actually, uh, Seamus means James. So if you actually say James or Seamus really loud, it phonetically sounds like the same name. But Shay is the short version of that. So family and friends would call me Shay for short.
Nice. Uh, as a musician based in Ireland, your music sounds like it's influenced from a faraway tropical locations, resulting in really happy music you could easily dance to. Has that always been your main aim, and is there a reason you love those calypso rhythms?
Well, as you know, Dublin is the capital city of Ireland, and if you Wikipedia Dublin, we have the most beaches of any capital city nearer to us in the northern hemisphere, and we are an island after all. So maybe I'm gonna joke a little bit that we have some secret pockets of tropical weather, but I'm not joking. If you go down the west coast to Cork, then near Glengarriff, there's actually palm trees and stuff. So I think we're even though we don't realize it, we're predisposed to having an island culture mentality, and of course there's that tradition of music and having good crack, CRAIC here, good times and banter with friends. And so that would, I suppose, be logical for me that there would be a connection to music that you might find on a tropical island. But to be honest about it, it really comes. My connection to Latin America is pretty strong. My other half is from Mexico, and I've been to Venezuela, Colombia. Yo hablo español, así que I'm a little bit different, maybe to the what you'd expect. Having said that, Dublin these days is quite a diverse place, and we've got plenty of folks from Latin America here too. What's interesting is beyond Ireland, I think there's a movement in the world, genres and beats to go back towards the Caribbean and perhaps Colombia. And if you trace those kind of styles of beats and drumming back, it actually goes back to Africa. So I think we're seeing this kind of full circle effect. And I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to, I suppose, what kind of music. I'm attracted to the tropical rhythms because they're happy. And I think I'm always trying to find, at the moment I'm listening to soca, S-O-C-A. It's a fantastic genre, somewhere between dance hall and Colombian pop, and a little bit of other stuff sprinkled in there from Africa.
Huh.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually like the genre. So go back to your question. For me personally, in November 2019, pre-pandemic, I was actually studying Spanish in Colombia, and I was listening to the sounds around me, and just with the events that were going on in my life, I said to myself, my music thus far has been quite introverted, quite indie. I mean, quite gothic sometimes, the usual melancholic, right? So
Yeah.
I said I wanted to put something into the universe that was really positive, and that said about my the last 5 songs that I've written. So it was just like literally relentlessly positive. Let's bring things up. And at the same time, the pandemic actually hit, right? So the following around in Ireland, the following February, March. So it was like, okay, we really probably should be putting some positive stuff out there. So I think the tropical beats, it is certainly calypso. My producer is based in Colombia, so it's fantastic to have that wonderful collaboration there, and we work with each other to get the sound right. Now, if you think of the genre, well, I don't know the genre. I'm trans genre. Believe me, I can't find the genre. I'm creating one, but
Well, good. I'm trying that myself, so I'm not fitting anywhere.
right. And then maybe you go to yourself, it's not about fitting into a genre, it's about maybe just being real to what the music is that you want to make yourself. And so that's where I am today. So it's funny when I'm pitching this out to the world, it's like Irish singer songwriter with Colombian pop. It's
Well,
niche.
it's a nice mix, and I'm actually quite happy that you give something emotional and positive back to the community. So thanks for that. And your new single actually is a catchy tune as well, and it seems it is written with someone in mind. If so, who or what inspired the beautiful sentiment in the song?
Loves of your lives is really like ultimately me exploring this happy positive vibe, and now I'm probably at the pinnacle. I'm at the top of the mountain, and it's really it was an area that I wasn't really, I won't say comfortable, but it was new for me, and it was like, wow, I would normally be a little bit more alternative. I like to use maybe melodies that might be a little bit off in terms of tonality sometimes on purpose, but this is me trying to really bring it back to, I don't know, a sweeter space. And I'm using kind of the progression. To be honest, I wrote that song in, I don't know, in an hour, and I had the chords in an hour, and that really is quite rare for me. I usually am kind of quite meticulous and judgmental about the quality, but I was, for this I was like, you know what, this is done, it's a done deal. And when I was recording it, I just knew that I didn't want to do too much takes, I didn't want to overbake it. So the song is very personal to me. It's about my parents actually, and again, I don't really, it's not that I'm ashamed or don't want to talk about that, but I don't really open up about that kind of side of things. But I think it's important as an artist that if you're going to be singing about something positive, that you lead from your own personal experience. And I think it's a tribute to them and to I'm the youngest in my whole generation. So I have been privy to kind of a more older school kind of vibe of old-fashioned romantic love. So what I'm trying to say is, maybe that's an ideal thing, but I'm taking a snapshot of that and I'm open about it, and I'm hoping that others can whether it's their parents or whether it's somebody in their lives where they've identified that there's this kind of real romantic eternal love, to capture that and to kind of put it into a song and to be as sweet as possible and authentic as possible about it. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's certainly musically as well, it's a little bit of a turn left. It's still using tropical rhythms, but it's a little bit more pulled back, and I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, nice. So it's actually good that you're not explaining how and why it was written. It's actually part of the journey to experience the songs through your own ears and eyes. So, but we know for a fact that you've been working on your debut album. So how is that going? And can we expect some more singles before it's released?
Yeah, it's a labor of love, as they say. So I'm currently working on song number 6, which I've been working on for 3 months. This is quite the opposite to song number 5, Loves of Your Lives. Number 6 is called Home. Seems like everyone's releasing a song called Home at the moment. Maybe it's because we're all stuck indoors. But long story short, I'm being, this is for me, not only am I into, I suppose, the tropical side of things, and I've got an indie background, I also have a love of R&B, and I'm trying to develop that side of my repertoire a little bit. Let's call it soul, maybe some more soulful side. And it's really interesting to explore that side of my voice. So my next song, Home, hopefully will be dropping in September, and that will be song number 6. I will be I've done a bit of a remix of my second song, Fortune, which I'll be dropping in August again. I just had to do, again, it's almost, I want to put another higher octave melody in there with more soulful pieces in there in the top line, so I couldn't not do that because I felt the song was great, but when I over time I was like, I could do a little bit more of another higher voice in there too. So that's coming out in August, just to keep the fires burning. And then the album hopefully will be out by Christmas. I was going to do the 10 song thing, but now I'm like, do I have to do 10 songs? It could be 7 songs, maybe 8 songs. I know definitely after Home, and there's a song called Deep Inside, which is about when it's really difficult and times are hard, and in Ireland when it's not sunny, you can find the sunshine deep inside yourself, which is a bit cheesy, but it's got a good riff. And so after that, I don't know, should I cut the album as a concept, which I can't reveal right now because it's a bit of fun. But basically, once I finish that, I'm hoping I'll know it when I'm finished. So I think I'm probably 3/4 of the way there, and hopefully by Christmas. And then I'm hoping to definitely look out to getting some remixes as well eventually, because when I write songs, I kind of also, even though they're kind of guitar based, I'm also thinking of the kind of the Masters at Work remix. So I'm learning like Logic at the moment, and I'm trying to own that part of it, because I used to do stuff in GarageBand, but now I'm just the potential out there for the software patches and the wonderful synths available are just, it's too good too good not to tap into. So if only we had more time.
Okay, so there's actually a lot of you coming towards us in this year. Hopefully till December. No rush though. Take your time. So for this show, thanks for being on, and let's have a listen to your 5th single, then, Loves of Your Lives.
Okay, thanks.
At the photos that framed your lives, I see the good old times. Yeah, I see pleasant vibes. When I think back and remember the love that you felt and what that meant, it makes me smile. You were the loves of your lives. No trouble and strife for this husband and wife. Were the dreamers, the believers in life. Yeah, you were the loves of your lives. When I look in the mirror, it all makes sense. The past, it plays back to the present tense. The the years you were singing and dancing to remind me how your love rings true. You were the loves of your lives. No trouble and strife for this husband and wife. You were the dreamers, the believers in life. Yeah, you were the loves of your lives. You loved your girls and you loved your boy. You loved your family, they gave you such joy. You loved the night and you loved the day. The stars in the sky, the sun and the rain. When I think of the powers that split you apart, yeah, it messes my mind. You know it's breaking my heart, but nothing in the universe can hide. The loves of your lives live on for all time. You were the loves of your lives. No trouble and strife for this husband and wife. You were the dreamers, the believers in life. Yeah, you were the loves of your lives. You were the loves of your lives. No trouble and strife for this husband and wife. You were the dreamers, the believers in life. Yeah, you were the loves of your life.
Well, this concludes this week's episode of NAS Release Spotlight. Sorry again for the inconvenience, hope to see you soon, and I hope we get you updated more regularly from now on. See ya!